Whenever a new video game console or game or anything really cool and awesome gets announced on the internet, I try not to jump on it in the same day or the day after or anything around remotely that time. More often than not, I end up waiting years later before I give my opinion on whether or not the system or console is worth it. And a big reason for that is, especially right now, everyone's social media is completely blown up with Switch news. Should you buy the Switch? Should you pre-order the Switch? Is the Switch worth it? Does the Switch suck? So the Switch sucks. The Switch is great. Switch. 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 Switch, 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 switch. A little too excited there. So I wasn't going to do anything on this topic for a little while, but then I got a message on Facebook from a fan of the show saying he was refreshing my YouTube page because he really only cared about my opinion. And man, if that shit doesn't warm my heart, for you and for you alone, I'm making this entire video, and I hope everyone else watching can enjoy my opinion on this. Even though it's gonna be smothered in your feed with everyone else's, hell, Sean Long probably has done 1,000 videos on this already before I even get to edit this thing out. If you haven't seen 17 of Sean Long's videos on the topic, I hope you enjoy mine. I want to do my best to talk about everything, to touch on every topic that was announced and revealed yesterday. If I missed anything, leave a comment down below and I'll reply in comment form. But let's start with the price point and release date of $299, which I think was pretty much everyone's bet was going to be around that price, and the release date of March 3rd, which I think we already knew. I went and got a Wii U on release day, and I think that cost me around 400 Australian, so that was probably about 300 American, I can't remember. So it's around that price that everyone expected it to be, and it's a good price. It's not too expensive. Honestly, any less than that and I'd be surprised. So, it's fine. The whole paying for the online thing seems a little ludicrous to me. I think one of my Patreons shared in my Patreon chat yesterday, Lauren, that you get one free NES and SNES game a month. That's pretty cool. But apart from that, they didn't announce anything in the launch trailer that would make me think, yeah, I need to get online for this. Right now I pay for PlayStation and Xbox because stupid Gears of War. I'm pretty much paying for Xbox just for Gears of War. So adding a third one to that, you're gonna need a pretty good game to make me want to pay 10-ish bucks a month, I'm guessing, to play what? I thought the Mario Odyssey game was going to be an online game because the globe made it look very online orientated, but I guess it's just a big open world game, which actually does look pretty cool. I swear to God though, probably the thing that I got most excited about, and I got kind of like, I felt like a child again watching the Zelda trailer and like getting that excitement of playing a new Zelda game. But honestly, one of the most exciting things of this trailer for me was region free. I own 2 Wii U's. I have this pointless Wii U down here right now, and these lovely blue colored Wii U games that don't ever get played anymore because I only have one Wii U hooked up and it's my American Wii U. I had to rebuy a Wii U when I came to the country, and that's very annoying. Very annoying that whenever I want to play Mario Kart 8 again, I could just buy it again, but if I want to play Mario Kart 8 or Pikmin 3, I need to hook up this Wii. And fortunately, the power brick being on the outside, I can just straight switch it over, but it's just annoying and it's something that I don't like having to do all the time. And initially I was just going to buy a new, just the system. I was going to come here, pick up the system, but guess what? The Wii U pads are region locked too, so I had to pick up a whole new unit with a whole new Wii U pad. I'm excited for that. Even though I'm probably here in North America now, I still think that's a good move. And we can now buy, whatever you are, you can buy games from another region. So if a game gets a region that you want and it didn't come out in that region, previous generation DuckTales for Wii U didn't have a physical release in Australia. So there's no way for you to get a physical release for your PAL system in Australia, and I'm pretty sure it didn't come out in Europe. I'm not sure, don't hold me to that. Now you could buy that game from North America and play it on your system. Good job, Nintendo. Now you can make some money. Now you can make some region money, because I don't get how you were making money by region locking anything. It doesn't make sense. Okay, before we talk about the games, let's talk about the actual system itself. I didn't really give my thoughts on it when it was announced or anything, so I'll touch on that now real quick. Everyone was expecting this insanely gimmicky thing from Nintendo. I was expecting an insanely gimmicky thing from Nintendo. So when a pretty insanely gimmicky thing came out, I wouldn't even say it's like gimmicky. That was it. You kind of looked at it. There's this thing that you can take the controllers off and you can move it around and you can put it here and you can put it there and you can switch things, and it wasn't that gimmicky. It was Nintendo. It was like, really? You didn't make it so you had to be standing on your head with the Wiimotes on your feet? Really? You're not mixing it up too much this time? And they really pointed out themselves that this console is a mash of everything they've ever done in one system. There isn't really anything new that they brought to the table. Really the only thing that's new is the Joy-Cons, which you can unplug and plug back in, but really they're just Wiimotes. They're just Wiimotes that attach to the screen that you play this time. It's not really any different. The last system you had the Wii U pad and Wiimotes that you had to use separately. This is really just a way where you can plug them into the pad and not have to have two separate things. It's really not that different. Nothing on this system is really that different at all. It's a 3DS and Wii U combined into the same thing, which I like, and I'm not discrediting. I think it's perfect. I think this is really the way that Nintendo was always going to go, and I'm glad they kept on the same path and they didn't say, look, none of this is working right now, let's try doing something completely different and then F that up. They stuck with what they had, and it was a good idea, and they've done everything they can with this idea to make it freaking exciting, so I like that. But something that is really innovating and is really different that I haven't seen enough people really talking about online is this HD Rumble. Because when you think about it, the Rumble has been the same since N64, really. I mean, N64, you stuck the Rumble pack in the back and the Rumble came from that, and it didn't really come from the controller, so you really felt the weight at the top of the controller. And then as we went along and controllers got more and more advanced, you could get a Rumble on the left side, you could get a Rumble on the right side. A lot of games utilized that pretty well, but for the most part, it was just that one Rumble, like your cell phone was ringing. It's that one friggin' Rumble. It's been the same for like 15 years now. In this Wiimote thing, this Joy-Con thing, he was shaking it, and I honestly think this is a way bigger deal than people are making it out to be. Apparently, you can feel the weight of 1 ice cube, 2 ice cubes, 3 ice cubes. You can feel the difference in the weight, and you can feel an ice cube moving around. You can actually feel that in the controller, the way the HD Rumble is simulating that feeling. I think that's really freaking cool. I'm not really sure, apart from in mini games, how many ice cubes do you think you're shaking right now? I can't really think of a way that that's going to get implemented well into any game, but the idea of having a HD Rumble, having a Rumble pack which is more sensitive, that can make you feel things other than just the vibration, could be exciting when it's implemented into games and could take that step into immersion a little bit further. So I think this might be the first time I personally have ever seen Nintendo at an event say, we have 80 games in development. Is it 1995? What's going on right now? You have 80 games in development? I don't think they've ever boasted anything like that before. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe they said that with the Wii U. And I know a lot of them are gonna be download-only titles, maybe some indie stuff, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that they came out strong, they came out with a lot of games that we're gonna talk about right now. The first one being, in no particular order, the first one being Mario Odyssey. Initially when I saw it, I thought, are they porting Spider-Man 2 to the Switch? That's not that impressive, guys. Those street graphics, I honestly thought I was about to see Spider-Man swinging through the streets from PlayStation 2 Spider-Man 2. It looked pretty awful. It looked pretty awful, I'm gonna be honest. And then as soon as it changed to any other environment, it looked incredible. I don't know how it went from, I don't know what this game is, but I don't want it. And me also, when I saw Mario, I was like, oh, it must be online. That's why it looks so bad. This must be an online game that can't handle the graphics of an offline game. It very quickly became apparent that it wasn't online, but as soon as he jumped into the forest, as soon as he jumped into other places, I very quickly realized this was, I've seen a lot of those videos being shared around of like HD Mario made on Unreal Engine, and it looked like that. It looked great. It looked beautiful. That city looks terrible though. I don't personally care. I'm just saying I thought that was Spider-Man 2 for a second. I'm excited for Mario Odyssey. I'm excited to see what that game's all about. It looks like a big adventure. I miss Mario games, honestly, and it's my own fault. I didn't play the Galaxies. I know. I'm just gonna walk away. I know I didn't play the Galaxies. I'm gonna get around to it. They're both here. They're both friggin' right there. And for some reason I still haven't played them. But Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, all the other Marios, all the Luigi games, Paper Mario, I love them all, I played them all. I just haven't played Galaxy. I don't know why the f I haven't played you yet. I don't know. I was very excited when I saw Xenoblade 2. I enjoyed Xenoblade 1. I played it at a time where I tried to rush through it and I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have, and I want to try replaying it. I didn't actually even end up finishing it, but I'm excited for Xenoblade 2. Maybe just because it's a new system and I can't wait to play new games on it, and anything seems exciting right now. But it honestly did look like a very beautiful game. There was a Persona game we saw. I wasn't too sure what that was all about. Maybe I'm a Persona fan now since I played Persona 4, but that's the only one that I've played. So I don't really know what that was, but I'm excited to find out because Persona is badass, and it being on the Wii U is pretty cool. I gotta stop moving so much. I'm like shuffling around. I'm gonna stand in one place. 1-2 Switch looked okay. I mean, it's pretty much the Wii U play of the Switch. Didn't look like a bad game at all. I'm excited to play some of the mini games. It doesn't come with the thing this time, does it? I didn't see if it did. I kind of like the idea of the Wild West shootout, as corny as it was. I'm definitely gonna try playing that with friends. It's probably gonna be about a 10-minute game for me, and then I'm gonna be done with it forever. I don't know if I even played Nintendo Land. I think I tried it once. Arms looked pretty cool for what it was. There was a lot of throwing punches. When the Kinect came out, I tried that uncaged boxing game, and I remember I got pretty tired of that pretty quick. I played like one round. I'm assuming with this, it's gonna be a lot less having to actually throw punches and knees and stuff like that game was. It probably would be a little bit more easier just to kind of go like this, maybe, and then like twist like that, I'm guessing. I'm not really one for sitting on my couch and throwing punches though. The game didn't look bad at all. In fact, for what it was, it looked pretty fun. Depending on the price, I'm probably not gonna pick it up personally. I didn't personally care for that one too much, but it did look pretty cool, if that makes sense to any of you out there. Also, there was FIFA. You know, I could give a but something that I thought was pretty funny, that the guy from EA was out there and said that he named his son's middle name Luigi. That's pretty badass. You don't really, when you think of like, whenever I think of EA as a corporation or a company, kind of think of them as like soulless and taking money through microtransactions and ruining a few of my favorite franchises. I don't really think of them as one of the top guys behind EA names his kid Luigi because he loves Nintendo that much. I thought that was kind of sweet actually. And then we had Splatoon 2. It pretty much looked like Splatoon 1. I'm sure there's going to be improvements and advancements and things that make it a little different, a little better. The Splatoon 1's a really good game, so that, I mean, it goes without saying there was going to be a second one. But let's not talk about that right now, because the last thing I want to talk about before I talk about if you should pre-order this system is Zelda. Is the new Zelda. We already knew so much about this game. I was lucky enough to go to E3. Oh, showing some skin there, I think. I was lucky enough to go to E3 and be in that little hut that had all the Zelda cool stuff and the Zelda game being played on all the big screens. So I've seen a lot about this game already. I saw a trailer very much like this one when I went to E3. So I know so much about this game at this point. I probably know more than I'd like to because I like to be surprised. So I already know way too much about this game, but I was too excited not to look at all the trailers. The game looks freaking beautiful. It looks absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I don't even know what I can say to add to this because I'm sure everyone watching this is as excited, if not more excited than I am, if that's even possible. Obviously, I mean, I'm a huge Zelda fan. I'm seriously considering getting a lot of this poster tattooed all over my left arm, huge sleeve, like it dedicated to Zelda. I mean, it just goes without saying what I'm not even gonna talk about it. Zelda's coming out and I'm gonna wet myself. There, that's all I have to say. So I think it's very clear with how much I've been running around this room with excitement, that when I go into the should you pre-order side of things with this video, what my answer is going to be. I mean, it's completely up to you. If you didn't like any of the games coming out on launch, if you're not a Zelda fan, I mean, hell, if you're not a Zelda fan, you're probably not even going to buy the Switch at any point ever. I don't see why you'd even care about Nintendo at that point. But if you're not a Zelda fan, you're not a Mario fan, you're not a Xenoblade fan, you're not a badass, cool new Nintendo system fan, then obviously don't go pick it up. This is duh. If you're excited for any of this stuff, it's not, go get it on launch. Like, if you can afford to get it on launch, if you like any of the stuff that's going to be launched on launch, then it doesn't make sense not to get it, really. Again, if you can't afford it, you can wait. But this system is not gonna be the Wii U, mark my words. If in like 5 years from now, this system is the next Wii U and you wanna go back to this video, clip it, and then take it and put it somewhere online and say, Woodhawker has no credibility, he's always wrong, f***ing do it. But I don't feel like I'm gonna be wrong this time. I'm really excited for the Switch. I think they've done everything they could do to get it to where it needs to be. The only thing I will say that I hate about the current state of, it seems mostly Nintendo, but gaming and pre-ordering, and I remember when I used to buy video games, I used to go down on the day and just go pick it up. I could go on midnight launch and pick up the old systems. I could pre-order it the day before and then go pick it up. Now it seems you can pre-order something as soon as it's announced, the day after it's announced, and if you don't get in within the first hour, it's all f***ing bored. I mean, I'm talking about me pre-ordering it right now, but I tried online this morning to buy it somewhere, anywhere, and I couldn't find anywhere that even had any stock left. 6 weeks before it comes out. Which seems to be a trend with Nintendo recently, with the Amiibos and the NES Mini and everything they ever put out ever. There's never enough stock left. Everyone's buying like 3, 4, 5, pre-ordering 7 of them from 8 different places. That doesn't even make sense, but that's what people are doing to go and then maybe resell them or hold them for collecting value, and other people don't get them, and Nintendo doesn't make enough. They still don't realize people are doing this. They don't make enough for people that actually do want to buy one, but then if they did make enough, then that person that bought 8 would probably buy 16. I don't know, the whole state of affairs right now sucks. It sucks that I wake up the day after it's announced and I physically can't pre-order one right now. I'm a little worried I'm not going to get one on launch, but I'm going to do whatever I can. I work with Nintendo a lot of the time, so if I can't get one on launch, I'll be very upset, people. So if you're a scalper that scalped one and you have like 10, then do me a huge favor and message me and sell me one for retail because I need that shit. And if you live in BC especially, you're the reason why I'm not getting one on launch, so looking at you. We did it, buddy. Yeah. Switch with Breath of the Wild. We did it, everyone. Switch. But that's all. I wanted to share my excitement for this system and just some of my thoughts on everything that was revealed yesterday and whether or not I'm picking it up. It wasn't necessarily a video to change your mind or make you think one way or another. It's literally just my opinion on the system. I'm really excited for it. And really, when it comes down to it, I talk about hardware and stuff like that for your guys' benefit, but all I care about are the game. All I care about is Zelda and Mario and Xenoblade and Splatoon 2 and whatever the hell, whatever Nintendo is going to make in the future. Bayonetta 3, give it to me. Just give it to me, please. That's all I care about is the games. Everything else is just an added benefit. It's just video games, guys. I'm excited. Let me know if you're gonna pick one of these up. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. There's no like things for any of that. That's not bad. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you. And thank you, Jose, I never know how to pronounce that, for messaging me. This video was literally because of you. I was lying in bed. I'm actually sick today, but I was lying in bed and I got that comment and I thought, you know what, I am gonna make a video, so I appreciate that. Just keep watching the show. Thank you, I appreciate it. Bye. Bye, I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Bye. I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye. Thank you.
Oh my god! Jeez. Oh wow! Wow! Oh my god! Yo! The controller is good! Whoa, okay. Okay, whoa. Whoa, okay. Look at that. Oh my god. Damn, that's hot.